In the 15th episode of the A.S.A.P Tech News, we talk about Be Quiet announcing the Dark Power 12 power supply series, Blizzard to resurrect Diablo II in 2021, PassMark performance test, and AMD acknowledging the USB connectivity issues on the 500 series chipset motherboards. We start with Be Quiet, a German manufacturer which has just introduced the Dark Power 12 power supply series. These power supplies are available in 3 different wattages: 750, 850 and 1000 watts. The Dark Power 12 series is certified for 80 plus titanium on efficiency and are also cooled by a 135mm fan, which is part of the Be Quiet Solid Wing series. Which means one thing, that these power supplies will be quiet. One interesting thing about this fan is that it is using a patented frameless design which allows the fan to be installed behind a fine metallic mesh at the front of the power supply. An interesting feature about these power supplies is what Be Quiet calls the overclocking key, which essentially allows the user to combine the power of the 4 12V rails into a single rail with higher power output. This is great for both overclocking processors and graphics cards. However, all these new things and the performance will come at a price, as these units have a suggested retail price of $199.99 for the 750 watts model and $239.99 for the 850 watts model, with the 1000 watts model priced at $279.90. In addition, Be Quiet offers a 10-year manufacturer's warranty for all these power supplies, which is a statement of how good they truly are. Next up, we have Blizzard, who has decided to remind us that they exist. Not like we forgot anyway, because after the last announcement, the memes were just too good to forget.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a...
Yesterday, Blizzard has announced the Diablo II Resurrected game, which is the remastering of the Diablo II and the Lord of Destruction expansion packs. This remastered game will feature dynamic lighting, revamped animations and spell effects, in addition to 3D physically based rendering and 4K resolution compatibility. All the cinematic scenes of the classic game are also being remastered frame for frame to match the rest of the updated gameplay of Diablo II. And of course, they integrated a system which allows you to toggle between the new and old graphics in real time. This has been done before, with Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition, so it is interesting to see how Blizzard does it, or fails to do so. Developed by Blizzard Entertainment and Vicarious Visions, Diablo II Resurrection will be available later this year, which is still unspecified, on PC, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. The only thing that I can say about this is that I hope that they will do a good job with this remaster, a job that will honor the legacy of the original game. And now we have PassMark software and their PassMark benchmark, which with its new version has introduced cross-platform results support for their CPU benchmark. Basically, what PassMark software has done is to implement the same CPU benchmark that is available for Windows 10 on all platforms, which includes Linux ARM 32-bit, Linux 64-bit, Linux ARM 64-bit and for Mac OS. In addition, the Android and iOS mobile versions of performance tests are also running the same CPU test suite found in the software available for Windows. This update will even the playing field between platforms, especially as more manufacturers are getting into the CPU game, especially Apple with their new chips. And finally, AMD acknowledges the USB connectivity issues on the 500 series chipset motherboards. This comes after plenty of users have reported issues with their USB ports on the 500 series motherboards. In a Reddit post, AMD stated that they are aware of the issue and are trying to get down to the root of the problem. In addition, an AMD representative will get in touch with certain Reddit users on the AMD subreddit to gather more information about the configurations that are experiencing these issues and also ways to replicate these intermittent USB errors. The worrying fact here is that these USB errors are happening on both Windows and Linux, which narrows down the search as the drivers are different on these platforms. And this is the end of the episode number 15 of the A.S.A.P Tech News, one of the few tech news series which aims to deliver you the news as fast as possible for your convenience.